hey, I just wrote a new song. I'm going to play it for you first, and then afterwards I'll describe what it means and how I wrote it and all that. All right, here it is. I'd have to be a crazy fool to go back in the fire with you. Though the feelings are great, the chance I would take, it's a crazy, it's half the way through. But in a moment of time, I stop on a dime, I probably need a friend. So tell me what I know is true. Oh, if I get back together with you, where I'll be walking the line, deaf, dumb, and blind, seeing it through to the end. Because I've been here before, I had to be sure. I've done it 1,000 times, and I'll do it again. In a crazy mood, we'll be sharing a moment or two, reeling apart, so deep in our hearts, where we're giving to all that is true. But since I caught it in time, I know I'll be fine. I probably need a friend. So tell me what I know is true. If I tell all my secrets to you, where I will step on a line, reason or rhyme, saying what shouldn't be said. But since I've been here before, I had to be sure. I've done it 1,000 times, and I'll do it again. Yes, I will. I've been a crazy fool to go back in the fire with you. But the feelings were great, the chances were taken, and crazy was half the way through. But since the stars were aligned, I couldn't deny I probably needed a friend. So tell me what I know was true. When I got back together with you, where I was walking the line, deaf, dumb, and blind, seeing it through to the end. Because I've been here before, I had to be sure. I've done it 1,000 times, and I'll do it again. And that's it. All right. So that one, like most of my songs, the music came first. And it started with that phrase. I knew I was on my way home. I was on the bike. And I was thinking it through. And it was one of those rare times I didn't need the guitar in my hand to know what was going on. I usually need the instrument to flesh out what I'm thinking. But this time, I knew what it was. I knew I was in B minor. I knew I wanted to do that. It's Dorian. It's B minor Dorian. I don't usually know that thing, except I do Dorian a lot somehow. It's the sharp 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sharp the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sharp 6. So that makes the E major instead of minor. There's a cool song that does that. I don't remember who it is or what it's called, but they're in D minor. They do that kind of thing. That's a really cool little... They really work it. Anyway, so I had that in mind too. I had that in mind. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I knew I wanted that. So I started playing with it and working with it, and I decided on a simple verse where I'm just bouncing between the two chords. And somehow I wanted to wrap up with the... But I didn't know how, so I developed it. You know what? I think I wanted to end the verse with that. But I developed all the in-betweens, and I don't remember exactly what I was thinking, but much of that is familiar to me. It's in other songs I've heard. I'm not reinventing the wheel with this stuff. But I didn't have the melody. I was working with... something like that. I was starting on the root. But it sounds too much like another song that I have that's unfinished. I thought maybe, how about if I just do it here? No, I like that other song too much. Still to come. It'll be a while, probably a long while, but it's one of my unfinished songs, and it's really similar to that. I thought I have to get away from that somehow. So I couldn't. I kept locking into that same that melodic phrase. So I thought, if I start on a different note, something like that, and somewhere along the way, don't know how, that's weird. Yeah, that's a little odd. It's like an augmented chord, but in the context of B minor, it's like a minor major 7. Oof. Something like that, and I thought, that's weird. Let me push it a little bit. Oh, but it resolves. Okay, so I hold the tension. I hold the tension for those 2 beats and then resolve it. Kind of cool, kind of weird, but kind of cool. I like it. Let's roll with it. I don't know how I came up with that. Like I said, it's familiar. It's not new stuff. But it was I didn't have a lot. It was a short song. And so I thought I need more. How about a middle 8 section? Yeah, that always does it. And that's what I thought, yeah, I'll either do or I'll whistle it. Whistling. So I came up with a melody kind of quickly. Here's another case where I think I'm changing keys. Yeah, so this is in a different key. I don't think in keys or modes or stuff when I write. Even now, I have to analyze it. You guys tell me what it is. I'm in A major. Back to A minor. So I'm exploring around. It's kind of weird stuff. Different keys, different modes. Yeah, you tell me what it is. Because I don't really know. Leave a comment if you know what it is. Tell me what I got. And then I come out of it. It sets up the next verse. Those parts, I was going to extend those a little bit. It was going to be and leave some space. Leave some space. But I just kind of didn't do that. I might do that later, maybe. Maybe I'll leave that space in there. I don't know, but for now, not. And then the last verse. Okay. Oh, and other thing musically, in the end, I wanted some blues. So I did it whistling. Yeah, I wanted some blues in there, so I did it with whistling. And then ending on the... Okay, lyrically. I heard a phrase somewhere. I don't remember if it was in a song or somebody said it. I heard, I'd have to be a crazy fool. And I thought that would be a really good opening lyric for some song. I'd have to be a crazy fool to what? To what? I don't know what. So I decided to get back with a crazy you. Okay, that was my first thought, but that's a little judgmental and harsh, so it's not going to be that. But maybe that theme, to get back together. Like, I'd have to be a crazy fool. You know what? And I've done it 1,000 times, and I'll do it again. I'll do it again. So I had the beginning of the verse and the end. Yep, I'd have to be crazy, but I'll do it again because that's what I do. And in between, I filled in the middle with what it all meant in the story a little bit. So I had the ends, and then I filled in the middle parts. And then I went on, okay, what else do I have to be crazy to do? Yeah, oversharing. I do that. I've done it 1,000 times, and I'll do it again. So the second verse is about oversharing and TMI. Third verse, I got a little lazy. I couldn't come up with a new something. What else would I be crazy to do? I don't know. I couldn't come up with anything. Well, how about if I go back and, yeah, I actually did the thing I was first going to tell you I shouldn't do. Yeah, and I did it again, like 1,000 times before. Yeah. So I wrapped up the song the way I started. And that's it. I think that's all I have to tell you about this song. It's relatively new. I started working on the music just maybe a few months ago. I had the music. And I didn't have anything for the lyrics until that phrase came into my life maybe 2 weeks ago. So about 2 weeks on the lyrics, bringing my notebook with me to the cafe and looking at it, not looking at it, whatever, adding this. Yeah, just this morning is when I came up with the last phrase of the stars aligned, can't deny. That came this morning, just a few hours ago. So this song is brand new. Okay. Well, thanks for listening. I hope you like it, and see you soon.